Dude, I still can't believe another Budokai Tenkaichi game has been announced, bro. It's been, what was the last? Well, I mean, we had Ultimate Tenkaichi, but obviously that doesn't count. However, Budokai Tenkaichi 3 came out in like 2006 or 2007. Excuse me, I'm excited. I'm just ready to get this off my head. I was like 15 when that game released. I'm 30. I'm old. I can't believe I'm actually seeing this and the Naruto Storm connections in the same year. No. I mean, of course, they may not get released. Well, they're announced. They're teased this year, rather, okay? I'm just really excited because I didn't think something like this would actually happen ever, because it's one of those things where it's like, bro, you know, that where it's a meme for so long that it like will never happen is we just meme it for so long because it's like seemingly damn near impossible, right? But it actually happened. It actually happened. Tenkaichi 4 is no longer a meme. In 2023, we have seen a teaser of it. It is no longer a meme. Remember back in the day when you used to, no, that was, never mind. And it's like, yo, I just can't believe, I can't wrap my head around this. I honestly can't. What I would pretty much like to see in Budokai Tenkaichi 4, obviously, is going to be on new gen consoles, is what I assume, right? I just want it to be cross-play, both. You know what I'm saying? Like, PC versus PS5 or Xbox Series XYZ versus PC, whatever the case may be. I just want that to be a common thing in video games nowadays, because it's like certain games get cross-play, cross-plat, others don't necessarily. Well, some can only from PS5 to PS4, but not necessarily like PS5 to Xbox or something like that. Like, make this a common thing in video games, I would say. I don't know how hard it is to do something like that, bro, but like you get all the time in the world, kinda. And I don't know the process behind actually making that happen, but no, honestly, make it crossplay, definitely, because I don't have a console, I have a PC, and I mean, if that's the case, I would have to get the PS5, which I will if it's needed to fight with friends and other people, right? But aside from that, obviously, you guys know the original Budokai Tenkaichi 3 that came out like in 2007 had like a bajillion characters, man. I'm gonna say this right now. I do not expect that same big roster to be in this next Budokai Tenkaichi game. I really don't. Honestly, they can just cut it in half. If I'm being honest, at least include the important ones in there, okay? Nobody give a damn about no Frieza Soldier 1.5 and all those other people that no one remembers or even care about to play. Like, hell, if I'm being honest, you can just leave out some of the Dragon Ball characters. Like, they aren't that important. Not saying leave out all Dragon Ball characters, sure. But like, if you want to prioritize other things in the game as opposed to the actual character roster, then I mean, that's perfectly fine. If you want to work on the mechanics, make sure they're polished, make sure hopefully netcode is good, connection, and you know, working, just make sure the whole online thing is stable. I'm fine if you include that in, which should be a thing. Greatest 2023, for Christ's sake. For the sake of cutting maybe the roster in half, like I said, I would personally be, I would be okay with that, because more than half the roster won't even be used anyway, to be honest. I mean, obviously for content creators as a joke video, like, Yajirobe beat Super Saiyan 4, Blue Gogeta Blue ×10, Kaioken to the 4th power UI, you know, for those type of videos, right? But I mean, aside from that, nobody's gonna be using a lot of the characters in the roster. But obviously Tenkaichi 3 did have a lot of fodder and stuff like that, but I wouldn't be opposed to cutting that half and including the more important ones. Obviously keep some Dragon Ball characters in there, but put a little spice, little twist on it, add some little super characters in there as well, and you know, making that gameplay all smooth and at least fun and enjoyable, for Christ's sake. And not even just that, make the story mode. I think the best story mode in a Tenkaichi game, I think it was Tenkaichi 2, if I remember it correctly. Was that Tenkaichi 2? I know Tenkaichi 2 had the best OST, and it's not even close. Tenkaichi 3 OST was okay, but Tenkaichi 2 OST was just blew it out the water, bro. Lost Courage, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't remember, unless that was Raging Blast, to where they didn't really have a story mode in Raging Blast 2, but they had a really good story mode in Raging Blast 1. But yeah, like I said, definitely would not be opposed to cutting down the roster if they want to focus on other things, but you gotta make sure that gameplay is crisp. You gotta make sure it's fun. You gotta make sure it's enjoyable, man. Like, come on, dude. Don't let me down on this, bro. We have been memeing Tenkaichi 4 for like 35 years, bro. As long as I've been living. Like, come on, bro. You cannot let us, you can't show us nothing like that and come out with something totally different. I'm used to games actually doing that a lot now. What we see as a teaser or what we see as the first trailer is not usually the same product that we get on hand. Hell, even Final Fantasy 15, we saw the early stages of that, but I'm sure 15 went through a whole bunch of complications, right? Like the first bit of 15 we've seen, you know, that one thing, and then the second portion of it, you know, they changed the UI a little bit, and then, you know what I'm saying? So like, please, I hope this game is good. I hope it's gonna be worth it. I have been waiting for a console game because, don't get me wrong, I do enjoy Legends, but gacha is not where my heart lies. Like, even going to the beginning of my channel, dude, the earliest videos that I do have on my channel that aren't deleted, obviously, are Budokai 3, Naruto Storm Generations. You know, I'm all about not competitive, but I just like having fun, you know what I mean? Fighting other people online with Generations, and obviously doing my thing in Budokai 3 where I would fight the AI, no touch victory. You know, because it was a single player game. It wasn't co-op, it was couch co-op, but not online co-op for the Budokai 3 HD collection on the PS3. So, anywho, at the time when I was uploading, like 2014, 2015. So I don't know. I'm a simple man. Like, I feel like it's easier to mess up than to not mess up. You can literally keep the same damn game, polish it, and throw it out there and add super characters in there, and no one would care. Probably. I feel like it would be easier to mess up than to actually, you know what I'm saying? Because we're gonna enjoy it anyway, right? Not saying that just give us a piece of trash of a game and we're gonna accept it. I'm not saying any of that, but I'm saying from what Tenkaichi 3 had, you upgrade that, modernize it visually, and then add super into that game, and I'm pretty sure we would enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Even if the same gameplay mechanics were in there, you know? We would hella enjoy the game. Dude, I have just been looking for another, because Xenoverse wasn't it for me. I had a lot of hit detection issues. Even when me and Rhymestyle played Xenoverse and stuff, it was just a lot of not even hit detection issues. What was happening on my screen wasn't necessarily happening on his screen. So his attacks weren't connecting and vice versa. So I mean, I think it worked well for him and Dion because they live state by state. They live close to each other. Me and Rhymestyle was like East and West Coast. There's a big difference, right? So we had a lot of connectivity issues. And from that point on, I wasn't really able to play with anybody in Xenoverse too on the West Coast if I stayed in the East Coast. You know what I mean? You know, I just didn't want to have another one of those issues. And of course, Dragon Ball FighterZ, phenomenal game. However, I'm just not that heavy on fighting games. Arena fighters are a little bit different, I would say. Arena fighters, I have a different vibe from, you know, like Naruto Storm, Tenkaichi. But something like fighters is more of like a Marvel versus Capcom type of fighting game, you know, very, very fast paced, obviously. 2D, playing, you know what I'm saying, left and right. No issue with that because I love Budokai, but obviously they both are two different games. You know what I mean? Like I said, one plays like Marvel versus Capcom. And, you know, I would rather much prefer to watch that type of game than play it myself. I didn't really want to put any effort into it and, you know, want to force myself to upload that game if I didn't really enjoy it that much. I enjoy watching it. I watch tournaments of it all the time. But like I said, it's not much you can do to this Budokai Tenkaichi project to mess up, dude. Like, I don't think we were expecting this at all. You know what I mean? So for us to see something of it, hey, I'm ecstatic. I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, if they cut down on the roster to focus on prioritizing other things in the game, I'm completely okay with that because there's a lot of fodder, as I've explained. And like I said, make sure the gameplay is smooth. Make sure the gameplay mechanics are actually enjoyable. You know what I'm saying? And then the story mode, hey, I don't know what you can do with the story. Obviously, you can just put the whole story of Super up until determine the power and stuff like that. That would be dope. How it's done, I don't know. I'm just trying to throw some hands at the new Tenkaichi 4. You know what I'm saying? But dude, like I said, I'm really, really excited to see this game. I don't know how much I'm gonna milk the Tenkaichi 4 title for my videos, but hey, it's YouTube algorithm, it's business. You know what I mean? YouTube side of things. I like to be open about it. And honestly, what would be some of the things you guys would like to see in this Budokai Tenkaichi 4? Or if they're gonna change it to some other name. You know, what would you guys like to see? I mean, obviously going from character wise to gameplay wise. What, I mean, would you want them to change anything from Tenkaichi 3? Because, you know, they had like the 5v5 tag. Oops. They had like the 5v5 tag. And, you know, each character, I don't know. It's just, I am really, really looking forward to it. So, I mean, with that being said, I appreciate y'all. I didn't really do my intro because I just wanted to get this off my head, literally. Get this off my head, out of my head. Whatever. You guys know what I'm saying. Catch you in the next video. Let's get it, baby. Tenkaichi 4 is upon us. You.